This is Scafell Pike, England's highest mountain. And this is me, moments before I attempted to reach the summit for the highest view in England. What I didn't realise at this point was that I was about to attempt the hardest and steepest hike I have ever undertaken. And yet, after months of planning, it almost didn't happen. 2 days prior, we had travelled to the Lake District and we set up camp at the foot of the mountain. The scenery was spectacular, and with Scafell Pike looking ominous in the distance, we thought it would be a good idea to visit a local waterfall to relax before tackling the mountain the next day. Or so we thought. So today was supposed to be the day we would scale Scafell Pike, which is in that cloud behind me, but as you can see, there's like zero visibility. And it's raining. It's not too bad now, but it's going to be worse up there. So we're going to check the mountain weather forecast, and we're hoping for a better day tomorrow, and we're then going to hit it early doors if the forecast is good. We checked the mountain forecast and it was looking good for the following day, but with checkout needed from the campsite early that morning, it meant we would need a 5 AM start on the mountain. Good morning from the Lake District and the foot of Scafell Pike. We're now heading up. It's 5 AM here. We thought we'd better get up early whilst the sky's clear. The mountain forecast was pretty positive. Let's give us the benefit of a clear sky. So we thought, let's give it a shot right now. So it's an early start. Oh my God, and I'm falling already because I'm not awake. But yeah, it's an early start. But the benefit of that is we're gonna have the place fairly quiet. I can imagine in the day it's going to get quite busy and we'll see a lot of people on the way back down, but hopefully on the way up it's going to be lovely and quiet. Are you ready for it, Mark?
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, Scafell Pike is England's highest mountain. It's 978 metres high, and our ascent today is around 900 metres of that. So we're doing about 3,000 foot, just over 3,000 foot, and 3 miles from the campsite to the top of the mountain. So it is a steep, long slope. It's just going to be relentless. There's no breaks in it where it goes and kind of plateaus a little bit. It's straight up all the way. One major concern I have, and you can see down here, we've got quite a fast flowing river. Now we've got to cross that river further up. And if it's flowing too much like that, it's whether or not that is going to be passable when we get to it. So I am a little bit concerned that that river is what might stop us. But it hasn't rained overnight, so I'm hoping that's just the last little bits, and further up where we've got to cross, it is going to be okay. I don't think the camera's going to pick this up very well, but I think I can see the river crossing is just about there because the path moves up that hillside. So we're not too far from the river crossing, and we're hoping that it's passable. But look over my shoulder, check out that view. That is Wastwater, the deepest lake in England. I think it reaches depth of about 75 metres. You can even see, we can see the sea already. I don't know if you can pick this up on the camera. Just over there is the sea. And obviously the mountain is measured above sea level, so you can see how high we're having to climb because we are so close to the coast. So this is the river crossing. What do you reckon? It looks all right.
These are waterproof.
I might get wet socks, but I've had wet socks before. See what the best route is over, but what we're going to do now, we're just going to take a bit of a break, have a drink, check on the view, and then we'll cross the river and we'll crack on. So there's the mountain, looking down on us. Here's the path we've got to take. So we've got the river crossing down here, and then down there, we've got a beautiful Wastwater, and just check that out for an absolute stunner. Okay, short break over. Now it's time to cross the river. And there it is, wet sock.
2 miles for wet sock.
Made it with 1 wet sock. I've got 2 miles up and 3 miles back down yet now with a wet sock. Never mind. Hopefully when we come back down, it'll be a little bit quieter because obviously the water's just coming straight off the mountain and it's not raining, so it's not adding to the water. Right now, you can see, got a huge ascent upon us. Got a flatbed here, Mark.
And it's done.
It's done, but wow, it's worth it for that. That is mega steep. Doing this walk, it's like doing the Jacob's Ladder at Kinder Scouts, which I did on a previous video. It's like doing that 3 times in a row, essentially. Oh, the views are amazing. So that looks like the summit, and essentially it kind of is, but the true summit is a little bit behind that. That's just like the edge. This might be quite a good spot for a break because it flattens out a little bit. And we can just take a bit of a break, get some energy in, and then crack on. What do you reckon?
Yep, especially if you can still see the lake.
Yeah. Okay, so distance, oh my God, every time I start filming, I trip over a rock or something. The distance, in terms of miles, we're just about halfway, which I was hoping would be a little bit further, but we're just about halfway. But distance vertically, we're much further than halfway. So actually this is where you can kind of see behind me. It's leveled out just a little bit. It's not perfectly level, but it's a hell of a lot easier than what it was. The issue I've got is there's lots of rocks which are loose and you can trip on them. But we're at over 2,200 meters, Jesus Christ. It's not Everest.
We're in space.
We've hit over 2,200 foot. So we've got about 800 foot to go. So what's that in meters? About 200-ish, yeah, roughly. 200 meters to go. You can see this summit here behind me. Just getting to what appears to be the ridge, and there we go. Pow! We've got sunlight. We're in it. That's a good sign. Let's bask in this glorious, glorious sunshine. And taking that, the path is getting super rocky now. There, it's been rocky all the way, but this part in particular is very rocky. So the area we're on now is like the craggy bit of rock you can see from the bottom, which is hiding the summit, which is just up there. So you're gonna go up here, take a left. We're nearly at the top. We're nearly at the top, and I feel like I'm high up now. That's what's good. It's getting steep again. But if it's getting steep, Mark, it means we're getting closer to the top. Let's check that out down there. Oh. I thought this was going to be the summit, but it's not, it's there. It looks quite far away. We've just got this bit of a plateau, and then one last scramble to the top. It literally is just a scramble over the rocks now. There we go. Good morning, England. Careful. Right, let's take in for these 360 views. Lovely view down to Wastwater. There we go, Scafell Pike. And down this way is the rest of England. Some people just coming up. See all the steam coming off the lakes. So just getting up here, but it doesn't look like we've got a bit of clouds rolling in. But this is a little bit of a monument. And then it takes in, and it literally has just taken the view away. I did it just where there was no cloud, but I didn't have my mic turned on, so we'll see if I can reuse that footage to show you what it's like without the cloud. There we go. I don't know if you noticed, I've got a special mug. Obviously it says Peak District today, because that's where I normally am. Brews with views, coffee break, and then on the back, not far now.